Hello everyone and welcome to Indie Introduction, a new series where I will be reviewing indie games in hope of helping you choose which games to play next. In this first episode we will be taking a look at Daggers, a game developed by Osarion and was released in October 2021. Before we move on to the gameplay mechanics, I have to say that I was quite positively shocked that the game was developed by only one person. The credits state that the game was made by Michael Fick, and the music is by IMA Score and Bonix Music. Daggers is a relatively simple and fun card game in which we play as Hrothgar, a character described in-game as a simple-minded barbarian. The storyline is short for a card game, I have to admit. It took me about 4 to 5 hours to finish the game. However, it is a fun story filled with humor, very interesting characters, and dialogues. At the start of our journey, we will meet a wizard by the name of Salazar, who will make an offer to our hero. He can show us where the treasure is, but in return, Hrothgar has to find the red ruby. Hrothgar likes this idea, so our main quest begins. However, the handshake wasn't that great. Aside from the main quest and the fellowship with Salazar, there are a couple of fun side quests that you can stumble upon, and I definitely do recommend playing them. After we finish the tutorial, we can check our journals, see our current quests, access the shop, a deck builder, and the world map, where we will pick which stage we want to play. The world map isn't big, and is basically only used as a neat way to see which stages are available. Gold is earned by collecting loot during fights, and is only used to buy cards. To earn gold, you will have to successfully complete the level, so if you're struggling with a certain fight and you're in need of items, going back to an easier encounter and farming a bit of gold is a viable strategy. If you have played the game Card Crawl, you will be very familiar with the combat system. The combat in the game starts with 5 cards being drawn. Items that you have to use or treasure cards have to first be placed in the 3 available slots. Some items, like weapons or shields, after being used or broken will disappear, while healing items and treasure cards will stay in the slot until there is only 1 card remaining at the top, which is when new cards are drawn. You can also choose to discard non-monster cards that aren't in your hand. So for example, if your hand is full and you want to draw 4 cards, you can throw away a couple of gold or a shield or weapon that you think isn't that useful. If you're overwhelmed with enemies during a fight, you can choose to run away and shuffle the cards back into the deck at the price of your health. And speaking of health, it is your main resource in the game, because enemies can be killed either by using weapons, which will reduce their health, slamming them into your shield, or face tanking. Literally. When you face tank a monster, you instantly kill them, but receive damage based on their remaining health, so you will have to plan carefully how you deal with monsters, whether to use items or sacrifice HP. Max HP will be automatically increased by leveling up your character, and if you're lucky enough, you might hit that sweet level up heal when you need it the most. Increasing your health pool is the only thing that leveling up does. Since the game heavily relies on a good draw, you will find yourself restarting some levels quite often, but that luck factor will also skyrocket your dopamine and make you finish the game in one sitting, like in my case. So we will be taking a look at the pros and cons. Very fun gameplay, amazing art and music, highly addictive, and great characters. The artwork in the game is really beautiful. The characters are drawn in a caricature style, the colors are not too flashy, and the game is really pleasant to look at. The art is unique for each level, the background music is amazing and fits the whole atmosphere. As for the cons, well, RNG. A lot of fights come down to RNG and you re-rolling the fights till you get a nice hand. Very short playtime. As I said, only 4 to 5 hours of gameplay with all the quests completed. You will easily finish this game in one sitting. Daggers is available on Steam and you can also get it on their site. I will leave both of the links in the description. Thank you everyone for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and also consider following me on Twitch. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, or ask me on Twitter.